Good morning. I'm sorry I've not been around so much lately. A lot have been going off, but I thought I'd pop in today to sort of talk about what's been happening in my life and in my arty life, obviously, and show you what I've been up to and how things have changed a little bit for me. So first of all, I'm going to go through my daily diary with you. This is what you've seen me create before, the exercise book journal. And I thought I'd have a quick flip through of this because it's pretty much finished and ready to go on my completed shelf. And then I'll show you the new things and the new way I've been creating. So I'm going to take a seat and let's have a flip through. So I did do a video of how I do the covers of these. And you must have seen on my Instagram, this is what I post every single day. It's what I do without, well, generally most days. I think there's one in here that I didn't. Is where I just have a few thoughts. I sit with my cup of tea and I pick a card, I pick a rune, and I come up with a little affirmation or a quote for the day and a little image that feels nice with it. I also like to put the moon phase on as well. So it's my way, it's a little bit of meditation, a little way of me saying hello to the day. And I don't know, giving it its flavour, do you like? So I've been doing this for quite some time now, and it's sort of stuck this little four shapes that I fill. So I use watercolours, which work quite nice on this paper, and a little pigment pen for writing with. And then a bit of collage sometimes, and stickers and things, or I doodle myself. So this is when I started it, February the 1st, which seems like forever ago. But a lot's happening in our lives, so it twists and turns every single month, it does, but then it does for everybody, doesn't it? We are all on the same little boat, aren't we? Same little boat on a slightly roughy, choppy sea at the minute. So funny because I've written in here, the wheel turns and turns. Moods and emotions swirl around in the pond that's our lives. We meet different fish swimming in different directions. Some fast and in a hurry, some slow and deliberate. I think I'm slow and deliberate at the moment. So, yeah, see some nice colours going off here, lots of cats. And it looks like I was a little bit angry there. So I obviously tried to tell myself to enjoy the little things. Know the right way. Let's go through all the different affirmations, shall we? Let go and heal. It's my birthday. See the truth. I get a lot of that popping up. See the truth. When I've been pulling the runes as well, each time I pull one that I've not looked into in depth, I get a little record card and I make some notes about that rune, and I don't know, notes of things that I think is right for that rune, and I keep them in my little learning box, which I might show you at another time because I'm going to do a video all about the different tools that I use. So like I say, as they come up, that one came up the same on 2 days lot. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? So take your throne with grace. Grace book out there. All will be revealed. That was on Kev's birthday. Justice card. I tell you what, this bloody justice card. I say bloody justice card. That's what I want I want justice for what's happened to us. So maybe that's why it just keeps coming up, and it might keep coming up until we actually do, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Keep going. Give and take. I enjoy drawing these little faces here. Anyway, I'll stop rabbiting a little bit and let's just go through it. You can hear my clock ticking. I've got 2 clocks going now because I've got the grandfather clock going as well. Trust your instincts. Oh, happy cat. Just show up. Keep the feelings flowing. Do not doubt yourself. I sometimes I've been used tarot cards, and I've also got a nice set of oracle cards called the Enchanted Map, and I use those sometimes. I usually try and write it on if I do use that one. It's quite nice to chop and change a little bit. Bloody word, justice again. Oh, I like her hair. Have faith in yourself. Ah, these are really nice images from like an annual, a girl's annual that was, I think it was called Diana or something like that, from the 60s. And there's some really good images that I used here. And I've written my own words in the speech bubble there. We used her again. Stop, pay attention, be patient. Wake up. Sometimes when we're in the midst of something shitty happening, we do forget to come back, take notice of the lovely things that's going around, the little things. And it really, at the end of the day, it's the little things that matter the most. They're the things that you remember. Sometimes I use these images from Toadfoot Tales, which I absolutely love. And you'll see them popping up again in my digital stuff, because she does digital planners, grimoire pages, learning. Fabulous. I'm one of her patrons, and I love it. And I love that little moody cat. Is one of my favourites, that one. And good old Nurse Nancy from Twinkle Comic. Now, this is when I came up with my little sort of grimoire page of getting rid of crap, and I made a toilet. And that's where it initially came from. So I have more. That's another Toadfoot one. Oh, bloody justice card again, not. That's when I noticed the blackbird singing in the garden. And when they sing, they really sound like they're singing, I'm a Barbie girl. It's sort of like, do, 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 do. And it keeps going, and it makes me laugh, and it makes me smile first thing in the morning, which is nice. These are some of the images from my Ostara printable that I did. The rabbits and, I forgot what her name is now. Yeah, well, anyway, her. Oestra, no? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, the goddess of Ostara. That's her. These are from Twinkle Comic. That was a really nice image that I copied from the tarot cards that I use, the Tarot of the Abyss, and the Lover's card is two trunks and roots all twined together, and I thought it was just beautiful, so I sort of copied that. There's a picture of Frank with the wind up his bum, which is funny. I wonder where he is. Talking of Frank, he'll be around soon, I suppose. Oh, I've got this really weird book that's got pictures of little kids in this. There's two little girls, I think now, or maybe just the one, in the zoo, and actual photos of them with the animals. And there was one with this, I mean, it's so wrong, but the images sort of, I don't know, it just went that day. Supporting the changes, they are not always nice, but you can tame them, right? So that was another one from there. That's another Toadfoot Tales. Froggy and Winnie the Witch. Is it Winnie the Witch? Witchwinkle, that's it. Witchwinkle from Twinkle comic. More Toadfoot ones. Some lovely flowers. That one's weekly. Notice the signs. That was Frank's birthday. Observe from above. Right. April starts. Make your wish. Who will you meet today? That's when Shona first pops up. I've done a new paper pal dress-up doll of Shona Mallory, which I'll show you in another video. I just wanted to do this today. Polly drew Frank, and I thought that was lovely, so I photocopied it, used that in that day. And that's from a kid's book as well. There's Sue Nightingale, you'll have seen. It's a printable and a dress-up doll paper pal. Taste the energy. I think this is I'm really starting to feel some aches and pains, and I've not been very happy. I've got really painful hands and wrists and arm, tennis elbow, even though I've never played bleeding tennis. I don't think I've played anything. I don't like sport. We were thinking about renovating the camper van, and yeah, and then I went a little bit down. Got a little bit depressed. Just feeling so creaky and old, and finding doing anything like physical creating, like the collage, cutting out, painting, crayoning, really hurting my hands. And I'm a great believer in listening to what's happening, and because sometimes there is a sign to move in a different direction, or to find a solution which might make your life better, might make your life more interesting, rather than thinking of it as a just, oh my God, this is just so awful, I'm a victim, blah, blah, blah. So this is where I've been sitting with my thoughts, with my misery, and I'm trying to think about how I can create in the future. Because obviously, as you know, I've mentioned it before, we are going to, at some point, sell the building that we're in. We're going to have to move into rented accommodation while we start a lawsuit against the negligent solicitor who's fucked our life up. And it's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to be on the move. But on a positive note as well, I'm thinking about doing up the camper van to allow us to go away for a weekend or travel about a bit. And I want to get out and about. So I thought, how do I become a sort of taking it easy on my hands and become a sort of travelling art witch, if you like? So reduce the amount of medium that I use, things that I need to still carry on creating, because obviously the more you need to create, sometimes the more difficult it is to actually sit down and create. And I thought, I want to be able to do it in the camper van. I want to be able to do it wherever I am, wherever I might be. And we might move into a house that hasn't got a spare room or room for a big desk. So I want to be portable. And so I thought about all the things that I like the most, what I really, really love doing, and how I can carry on doing that. So I've been tinkering with the digital journaling. And at first I was sort of a little bit, but I like paper, but I like paper, but I like paper. But I also like giving my hands a break. I also like not having pain. So I thought I'll dig into it a little bit more and see how I can make it work for me, rather than looking at what everybody else is doing and copying them, finding the tools, working with them, experimenting, and finding a way for me to create. So that was all been going off in my head, and I reached one day where I just, I wasn't very happy that day, and I really, really couldn't be arsed. And so I thought, you know what, leave it today. And I put my book away, and I thought, I've got to do something different. So, not to be one to be Mardy or be a victim, I tried to recreate my daily diary, my daily musings as I call it, on my iPad. So I use GoodNotes app, which is brilliant. I used it a lot last year when I was on holiday to try and, again, condense what you need to create. So to be able to throw my iPad and a charger, obviously, and my pencil in my bag, a notebook as well, just in case that runs out. So I have got a notebook as well, which I take with me everywhere. But then I wanted to be able to do what I've been doing in this. So it was, how do I do that? So I'm playing with the different tools, because on GoodNotes you've only got like the 3 pens here. You've only got a fountain pen, ball pen and brush pen. So there's no crayons and things like that like there is in Procreate. So there are those constraints. So I thought, well, how about if I make my own PNG stickers that I can use myself to build the pages. So that's what I've been working on, and I've been having a lot of fun. Anyway, first of all, I made my notebook cover. So that's using painted paper that I've already done, so it gives it my flavour. That's what I use on my website, and my little website cartoon of me, and I created that on Procreate, and then put it in as all my notebooks look, so put it in as my notebook cover. So it makes me happy to click on it, and it's like a paper notebook. Yeah, this doesn't feel like paper. Yeah, you're not getting dirty. Yeah, there's lots of things you could say are not so nice, touchy-feely about it, but in the scheme of things, if you are struggling with one thing and you've got to find a way around, this is a good option for me. So here we go. So I started by, I made this in Procreate and brought it in as a sticker. But then the outlines here, at first I've used the highlighter tool to create those, and then just decorated them using the pen, and then brought in my own stickers here from the paper pals that I've got. So in the background, I don't look like I've been doing a lot. I have been working on turning my art into the digital stickers that you can use in GoodNotes. So I'm going to try and offer those for sale in the Etsy shop that you can download, and you can have like different collections of stickers to use. So this is the sticker tool here. So you'll find all the different ones. You see the Guardians that I use, and then these are the little images of the paper pals, which you can have so much bloody fun with these. I've really enjoyed messing about with this, but that's for another video. I'll show you how to do this. For now, I'll just show you this is what I started with. So I did another one using the pens in here. Then what I did here was I created on Procreate using the watercolor brushes. I did the month and then numbers so that I could build those up using the digital stickers to create my day. And I can do it so quickly, so easily now. So they're all in April here, look. So I can choose all the different elements that I want to build my little page. And again, I've got Toad Foot Tails digital stickers here, which I've been using as well. And you can make marks using all your pens and things like that. It's great fun, absolutely great fun. So you can see I've been using a similar principle that I use in my other book, because that's what I like in the morning. And then I pick the images from my stickers, or you can you can import any of your photos that you've got on here as well. So you could use photos of where you've been, a walk you've gone, you could put that on, anything like that. So again, the possibilities are bloody endless. Now that I'm playing with it, now I'm getting to understand it and how it can work for me, I find that if I try and learn something online, there's too much that I'm not interested in. So I have to learn by playing and experimenting. And so in another video, I am going to show you how I got to this point and how I make that, and I can show you how to do it yourself if you're interested in going down this route. But you see how the pages look very similar, and if you want to see all your pages all at once, they're all there like that. So this is today's Millie Molly Mandy, and I've got my wand of attraction, and believe it or not, that bloody justice card again. I think I had it as well there, look, 2 days ago. There's something in the air, definitely. But right, another thing is though, me being me, and I do like paper, I thought, what happens if I smash this? What happens if the world blows up? Where will my books be? And this is all right, look, that there, that goes in my library, it goes on my shelf. What's with this? Oh, I started to panic. So I got myself a folder with clear pockets in, and each day I print out. Yeah, I know it's against the paper-free thing, but it isn't all about being paper-free. This isn't. This is about being free to create out of the house, if you like. So each day I've printed out my page. Doesn't it look lovely? That made me happy, because it made me feel like I had my hard copy here. And there's today, look. So I can do those. This can go on my library shelf when I've finished it, and in my will to be handed down to my kids when I'm dead. as well. So that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been progressing. You know, I know some of you are just love your paper and you might not be even slightly interested in what I'm doing here. But I will still, when I do any of my art and everything, I will be doing them as printables that you can print out, you can cut out, you can collage with, because that's just great fun, isn't it? This is just the other side of it. And they both work hand in hand. Hands, poor hands. So, yeah, this is where I'm going at the moment. This is what works for me. And we all have to twist and turn and decide what works for us at the time. And yeah, that's where I am. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my little flip through and my new things of what I'm doing. And I hope you join me in my next video. We'll be doing one to showcase our little Shona Mallory shortly, but I'll do them separately. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you for being with me on this bumpy journey, but nonetheless still fun and colourful, and yeah, and together our art magic can change the world. We hope anyway. Bye bye for now.